How's my hair?
It's probably as good as mine.
Oh, your hair's pretty good, actually.
Hi, this is James Virtual, and this is another Smart Car Coffee Confidential. And the gentleman to my right is Robert Mayer, the creative founder of SoFX Canada. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you picking me up.
That's cool. Now, we just got our coffees. In this case, we're sort of in Robert's neighborhood. So
Yours is bigger than mine.
Is it? I just ordered medium.
Tall. Tall blonde.
Oh, tall blondes. Well, I have a medium blonde at home.
Beautiful.
Anyway, you know the drill. If you've seen the show before, we're going to go for a roll, and Robert's going to tell us a bit more about what it is he does, what drives him, what floats his boat, and all those other metaphors. And that's pretty much the format. So let's go, shall we?
Excellent. I just like the way you said floats is the boat. Say it again.
Floats the boat. It's the English. You're taking a mickey, aren't you?
That's good.
So what's with the name SoFX?
My original name of SoFX came from a 1990s expletive, which was so effing A. Yeah, I had to grow in that terms of my, rowdy behaviors growing up in Burlington. I've been in Burlington my whole life. This street we're on right now, my parents grew up on. So, but I guess I had to change my ways to make my company or make my muse more palatable for the world. So that's why I brought it down to SoFX Productions, sophisticated productions. Now, how cool is it to have both?
I know.
And I think the world is like that, a little gritty.
Well, true. If it's too polished, people don't trust it.
That's right.
As evidenced by the fact that I have a viewing audience.
True.
This is not Hollywood production. This is homemade.
Well, it will be.
Homemade with a spin. We try and use the best technology. Actually, what we lack in technology, we make up for in guests.
Right.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. Hang on, I think we might be hitting a bump now.
Yeah.
Don't want to be wearing your coffee. So, it's a lovely day today. It's a little grey.
We go left
We're
here.
going to go left here on the side road?
Yeah, number one side.
Oh, we're taking a dive down number one side road.
Yeah, it's a great drive. I think the audience will love the back end
That's right.
of the ride.
That's right. Don't look at us. Look out the back window. Apparently, Robert says this is a beautiful scenic route, so we're going to take it. Now, you mentioned the word productions. So, what is it that you actually produce?
So I produce, I feel, are some of the best events that Canada has ever had in terms of the local region, though. So I produce original live events.
Okay.
That's the most of what I do.
What kind of events?
Music events. So I create music events, live music events, all ages, and we've been doing it all around Burlington. We have branched off a little bit, but through that I run the Canadian Original Live Music Series. That's a good one to talk about. The Canadian Original Live Music Series.
So what's that?
Well, each one of those words tells you what that is. So
Canadian.
I could ask you to tell me what it is.
Hang on. Canadian, got it.
Yeah.
Original, got that. Live, got that. Music.
And series. So the sustainability of music is to build it on. And when you hashtag that at COLMS, which is the word calms.
Got it.
And music to me calms me. I'm 47 now, and I used to worry about getting old and stuff, and so I find that the older I get, the less I have to worry about getting old, because that's what makes you old. So I had to keep myself young. I lost myself on that. I almost tangent there.
That's okay.
When I talk about myself, I honestly lose myself. I'm that interesting, but again, more people are more interesting to me, so it's interesting to be here. I find it all the time. As soon as I start to talk about myself, as much as we all kind of like to,
Oh yeah.
I lose what I'm like. Where was I? Where was I? I was pontificating on myself.
That's good.
But anyway.
I don't think anyone's actually used the word pontificating yet. Whenever a guest drops a new word that I haven't heard in a while, it's like, ooh, I think you can claim to be the first guest in 52 episodes to have used the word pontificating.
It's a fantastic word because it's multiple syllables, and words are just utterances, and when every word has a syllable, when you add a syllable, you're adding another thought to it. So what is that? Let's not break that word down, but again, I'm a writer, so I break words down by syllables as music, rhythm, beat.
You're a word nerd too.
I am a total word nerd. Yep.
Okay.
Pontificate is an awesome word. You need to flash it up on the screen. Pontificate. Sorry.
We'll put a link to it. For those of you that want to know what it means, here's the link to Wikipedia somewhere. Yeah.
You want to know what pontificate means? Look into my brain. Anyways.
Yeah, that's true. So how long have you been doing sort of this whole music production event thing?
Well, it's been in my blood. My family's all been musically oriented. Nobody's ever really gone big except for my cousin Billy J. White. That's coming back around again too. So there's a good word to drop. Anyways, my family has been into music. It's kind of our legacy. It's what's kept us together.
Oh, that's nice.
And so I took it to the next level, and we started. What was the question again?
How long you been doing it? That's okay.
That's how long.
Like, senior moment. At least you didn't forget your pants.
How long I've been doing it? It's been going on for so long, but generally since I've started SoFX officially, it's been probably 5 or 6 years.
Okay, cool.
So I worked here for a year. I've been doing music for about 5 years before I came and worked here, and it was where music was starting to die out, and it's tough out there. I was going to the jams, and you go to jams. There's people that are drinking. And it's a different scene, and so it's a hard scene to run the music industry. It really is. And to run stages and artists, they're all very excitable people, and they're hard to manage sometimes, but they're all beautiful people.
Yeah.
It got hard on me, and I was going through I got 3 kids as well, and having a relationship and stuff like that, having a wife and kids and stuff was hard. To keep it all there too, to build a music-based business stuff, because there's not a lot of money in it, and there's a lot of attitude and ego in it. But the exciting part is it all means something really good.
Oh, that's nice.
And when it was going wrong, I got a job here. As you guys can probably see now in the back here, is I worked here for a year as a cemetery director. So I worked in sales.
Oh.
Cemetery sales. So now I was selling real estate.
Small real estate.
Yeah, the coolest thing is the cheapest real estate we'll ever own, and nobody wants to buy it. And so it's a funny world. When I came to work as a job here, every day I would drive this. I'd go on a break and I would drive around here, and it'd be the most peaceful, scariest place ever.
Well, see, I've never found graveyards and places like this scary.
I call it scary good.
I've always found them extraordinarily peaceful, and as a kid, I was bullied horrendously as a small. I wasn't the strapping fellow I am now. I was a twig, and I used to get bullied a lot. And I used to hang out in the graveyards because most kids were afraid of the graveyards.
Exactly.
I wasn't. The dead doesn't hurt you. It's the living that can mess up your
The Walking
which I'm
Dead.
now going to have to beep.
Yeah, it's true. The Walking Dead. It's funny though, and that's the whole point of everything that I've done is to engage community. The Canadian Original Live Music Series, we can just follow it that way.
Oh, okay.
But the Canadian Original Live Music Series came out of all of that stress because I started to, and it's all a lot of cover music. So have you ever looked at how many cover songs you know?
Yeah, lots.
And that called out other people's poetry. So if you spend your whole life singing a bunch of cover songs and listening to cover songs and doing karaoke to cover songs, we can just go, that would again. Doing karaoke to cover songs is other people's poetry.
Yeah.
So original music is where it's at. Original poetry, original heart. It all starts with writing, journaling, getting it out. I have a song where I talk about, I've got a wild side a mile wide. I'm getting it all out.
Oh, that's good.
So we need to get our angst out. The youth needs to get the angst. We all need to. I'm 47. I still have angst.
Oh, yeah.
My angst is going to turn into grumpy old man, negative, triggered, a-hole of a leader, of a citizen for our youth. You know what I mean? They don't need to see old grumpy people. It's a cliche.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Whoa, that's scary.
Well,
it's scary. That's all. Like that's why we're in trouble. So original music keeps things fresh.
True.
That's the whole point of that, to keep it fresh.
All right. So when you're not producing events, and you're not, you host. Is there a TV channel? Did you do that?
So I do host the Canadian Original Music Series. Has brought us to Your TV. And
I thought so.
Originally, James Spalding, who's an incredible guy as well. Kudos to James Spalding, and we all know James.
Yep.
And very, very credible man in the video world, and Kojiko and Your TV love him.
Yep.
But he helped me out, threw me a break. Actually, I met him through my friend Paul Fitzgerald, which we all know and love as well. You've had Paul Fitzgerald in here
This
too.
is true. Salt and Pepper Media.
Salt Pepper Media, exactly.
Give 'em a shout out.
And anyways, love those guys. And then so we worked at Your TV with Your TV. We did the original music series.
Oh, okay.
And so James introduced me to Joey Riccatoni.
Yeah, another producer.
And it's kind of gone from there. So we do run a show on Your TV, just like your show.
Yeah.
Not as popular as your show yet, but the beautiful thing is that you're hosting beautiful people as I am in terms of what we do. So it's a great thing. I do it through music.
But we try not to sing because it's offensive when we sing. How can people watching this find out about more of your events if they want to come along and listen and watch and participate?
I gotcha. Well, the best way right now, actually, socially,
Yeah.
is Facebook.
Okay.
So if you do a Google search, you'll find SoFX all over Facebook. It's all feelings.
You're a singer as well, aren't you?
I am. That's down the road, but I am a singer. I do perform now, singing. I enjoy it. I play guitar. I sing. I write my own stuff. I'm currently working on some studio stuff myself. So I'm on stage and off stage.
So-
SoFX is three different stages.
So here's the thing. At some point in the future, there is a distinct chance that this might be the interview before your performing career really went pew.
I bet you it will be. I bet your life.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I wish everybody that, see, I don't believe for someone to win, someone has to lose. I've never believed that. So I've always been so, thrilled when I hear about people's dreams and aspirations, and I always want the best for them.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know,
Well, I don't think I'd be here if you didn't have. We met through the Your TV launch, which was fantastic. It was so fun.
Yes.
I think I came up to you thinking you were an employee.
You thought I was Stu.
Stu, right?
And I didn't say anything because I had a name
Yeah,
tag on that said James.
James. That's right. How nervous was I?
That's all right.
But Stu is the director, right?
Programs,
the
yeah.
program director at Your TV, so it was a good mistake.
Yeah, I don't mind being mistaken.
Although
for-
one of
for-
you is
for
just a
Stu.
little bit handsomer than the other, but
Yeah, well, that's Stu.
But no, it's great. It was cool. That's how we met, and
Yeah, and we've exchanged numerous communications since, and that's how we ended up with you sitting in the car right now, and I'm learning more about you, because as the audience knows, while it's fun to do some quick research on a guest to figure out if I'm getting into a car with an axe murderer or murderess, then, beyond that, I try...
great movie, by the way.
It is. Yes, So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yes.
Mike Myers.
Yes, I do believe I ordered the large cappuccino.
Oh man, I'm losing the plot.
I knew I should have shut up.
Hang on, I'll get it back in a sec. Where's I going with this? Now I've lost it.
Sorry.
It's all right. Doesn't matter.
That's awesome.
It'll stay in the show.
Yeah, well, you'll find it.
If we come back later, I'll have a Rain Man moment. It'll be like orange. Excuse me.
I totally squirreled you there. I did it. I stole your thought, but because it is a funny movie, and actually Mike Myers
Yes.
is one of the most brilliant writer, actor, whatever that I've ever seen too. So
He's Canadian,
in
too.
comedy, and he's Canadian, exactly. Like,
Anywho,
yeah, good conversation.
we are on the back leg, and I've got to take you back to whence I collected you. Well, actually, I'm not going to drop you off at the Starbucks. I'll take you home, as they say. Drop you off there. All right. Well, this is, as they say, the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end, or whatever you want to call it. And
It's the dash.
Yeah, I know. It's been a really interesting conversation. It's going to be fun to edit.
No doubt.
Take care. Oh, that was fun. Well, that was Robert Mayer, the mayor of Muse, creative founder of SoFX Canada. Yeah, neat. Anyway, this has been another Smart Car Coffee Confidential. My name's James Birchall. Until next time, stay frosty.